Guys, welcome back to another edition of Friday Nights in Carolina, the show. We were hoping to have this be our first episode of the podcast, but you know how it goes. Ran into some technical difficulties. Regardless, we've got a really awesome show for you tonight. We have Coach Mitch, defensive coordinator from Eastern Guilford High School, joining us tonight. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Coach, you and Coach Snow from West Forsyth, you guys have started NC Fusion, 7-on-7 flag football league, and lineman camps this fall in the Greensboro and Winston-Salem area. Talk about how you started this program and more details about it.
So the idea came to me just, the nature of high school football over the past few years is in the spring and summer. You've seen these 7-on-7 leagues kind of pop up, and they're starting to gain a lot of popularity. A lot of the other sports, if not all the other sports, have some sort of club level leagues that they, play in during the off season. And given the nature of this year, we, thought of no better time to try to get something together and provide a safe, competitive environment for our kids during this time when, we normally I should be getting off the practice field right now, you know what I'm saying? And and I know that all the other kids and coaches in North Carolina are feeling the same way. We approached North Carolina Fusion. They are an organization here in Greensboro and in Winston-Salem that do soccer and lacrosse mainly. And they have all kinds of teams for all different ages, from little kids all the way up to, college age kids in those sports. And so we approached them knowing that they had the facilities and they had the ability, to provide a safe environment for our kids. We wanted to, have something where, guys could not necessarily play on all-star teams, but play with, their buddies on their high school teams. And so that's how we've approached the organization of this entire league. And having somebody like Coach Snow helping you out and, is a well-known name across the state definitely helps in regards to getting people on board and organization and stuff like that. So it's been really cool to see how this whole thing has come together with, partnering with NC Fusion.
We saw like professional coaching was going to be offered on the website. I thought that was a really cool perk because, always kind of been the gripe with some of these, pop-up 7-on-7 leagues, at least in the summer, from coaching is, well, how qualified are the people? So to see, somebody like yourself or Coach Snow leading this, I think it's a great opportunity for the kids.
Yeah. And, it's a great thing. It's something we've been talking to other coaches around the triad and in other parts of the state. And we're just trying to have something that will resemble as much of Friday night football, as much of that Friday night football feel as we can get. I'll be very clear. We're not going to be breaking any NCHSAA guidelines or anything. As you guys saw, I'm sure on Twitter, they sent out the guidelines to us yesterday, and this morning they sent out the memo to the media about the new guidelines and everything. So I want to make it very clear we're not, as high school coaches, we're not trying to do anything shady or anything like that. We're just, trying to. It's about these kids. It's about our kids, and any high school coach of any sport will tell you, like, coaching is not about winning any type of games. It's about providing opportunities for those kids that you are coaching. And this is just one other way to do that, to provide for those guys.
No doubt about it. It's funny when all this was started, we always said, we do it for the kids, we do it for the community. So I completely get that. Brendan, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I was wanting to go back, Coach, to one of the things that you mentioned about, the guidelines and taking those extra precautions. And I know that kind of takes a lot of the things. It's a lot of stress on the coaches as well as the players. And the players have definitely been taking a huge stepped into doing this and making sure that the players can still have that Friday night feeling, as you said. How is the morale of the kids coming into this? Are they obviously excited to play some type of football this fall? But is the morale still there, even though they have to follow all these guidelines and try to get ready for this little activity of being able to give it to them?
Yeah, that's a great question. And in my personal experience, and from what I've talked to other guys and what I've seen and heard through the grapevine in different ways, we have a lot of excitement around this. Just the fact that the guys are going to be getting together with their boys. Some of them they might not have seen in a couple of months. They stay in contact with each other all the time. But actually, here in Guilford County, we haven't been able to hold any type of practice. We got pushed back 2 or 3 times throughout the summer. We haven't even gotten into phase 1 yet. I know that some other counties around us are in phase 1 and some are in phase 2, which is great for them. And those coaches can tell you, just being out there on the field, Coach Snow likes to rib me every now and then. He sent me a picture of them out at practice today, and I told him, stop rubbing it in my face. I'm going to have to come out there and heckle you one of these days, because it's just that just being out there with those guys, what you're hearing from the coaches who are getting to participate, the players are just grateful to be there. I spent some time at Topsail High School, and I was talking to those guys down there when they were doing their stuff throughout the summer, and they were just like, the kids are just happy to be here. They're following the guidelines as best as they can. Same thing when you talk to the guys over in Forsyth County and anywhere else throughout the state, and I'll make it clear that I don't have any hard feelings towards anybody that's practicing right now. I'm just a little jealous and wish that I was out there with my guys, but I'm just happy that kids are out there and practicing. And so you take that excitement that you're hearing from these practices where they're allowed to do it, and having that extra competition against, people from other areas just adds, athletes are going to compete whenever they're together somehow, some way. Right. And so they're excited about that.
It was so weird. We covered our first game last Saturday, and, we had our sideline reporter down there on the sideline, because we did prep school this past Friday, Gyre Prep. They played.
Yeah, I saw that.
Great atmosphere, by the way. It was, but something I'm still not sure I'll ever get used to is, when kids are running off the field and coaches are screaming, sanitize. So it's like, man, what? It's a whole nother world we're living in. But, I'm just so grateful we're able to see football now. Brendan, any other questions right now?
Other than the fact that, I do wish the guys, Coach Snow and Coach, I wish y'all the best of luck for this. This is something, as you said, it's going to be an impact for the kids, as much as possible, as safely as possible. Just give them some excitement, especially coming towards February time frame when, some good, real high school football will be coming on. So, Coach, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And just to give a rundown of what we're doing, we'll be following the NCHSAA guidelines, for COVID, as well as the North Carolina Fusion guidelines for COVID. So, we're trying to promote a safe environment in regards to that and stopping the spread of everything, making sure that we're wearing masks and while we're out there and distancing as best as we can, especially when we're not, when the kids aren't participating or anything like that. And, in regards to providing a safe environment during the competition, we're in contact with the, high school officials, the same guys that, call games on Thursdays and Friday nights. They're going to be involved in officiating these games. NC Fusion, they have a filming system that they have installed at all of their parks where basically you're going to get a wide angle of every game. Okay. And players will be able to, break that down, upload it to Huddle. And the college coaches that we've talked to, both Coach Snow and I, from Division I on down, they're looking for anything right now. to be able to evaluate these guys because they missed that spring evaluation and summer evaluation period where they're normally having prospect camps and guys coming up and seeing their campuses and stuff like that. So, from what we've heard from the college side of things, they want to see stuff like this as well. So it's a great opportunity for our guys for that.
One other question I had, Coach. I see you've got a full slate of games scheduled already. How's the champion going to be chosen? Is it going to be best overall record? Is there going to be like a tournament format? Talk a little bit about that.
So we're still in the the phrase of 2020 is a fluid situation. We're still in the process of registering teams, getting kids registered, getting the teams registered, figuring out who all is going to be in the East, who all is going to be in the West, and then figuring out how to kind of crown a champion. We've floated the idea of doing kind of like cross division rivalries and keeping track of record that way. We've also floated the idea of having best in the East versus best in the West in the final week of the season, playing at Bryant Park and trying to stream that live. Again, we're still trying to figure all that out, but we want to make something exciting for these kids to really feel like this is Friday night football.
No doubt. Well, I can tell you, all of us here at Friday Nights in Carolina, we're excited for you guys. I think it's going to be a really good product when it is out there on the field. Final question, Coach, and we'll let you go. What can we do to help, promote this or, help support you guys and the kids?
Well, we got a website. I've been tweeting it quite a bit. But also if you guys go and follow on Twitter, NC Fusion, that's NC_Fusion. They've got the information there that links it to the website. If I tried to name off the website right now, I would, take forever. It'd take the rest of the night to say all the different things. I can definitely share that with you guys here in the chat, and then you guys can share that out. Then once we get started, man, feel free to come and cover this thing and, whatever you guys feel comfortable doing.
Yeah,
but
I mean, we've definitely got the ability to live stream. So whatever we can do to help, we most certainly will. Guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of Friday Nights in Carolina, the show. Once again, this is Coach Mitch Mitchener, defensive coordinator and Fusion 7-on-7
director.
What I say, or
yeah, you can just call me a director. That's fine. I'm
director of Fusion 7-on-7. So for all of us here, Brendan Beavers and myself, Coach, thank you so much for joining us tonight and sharing this.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.